After I was in the behavioral unit, otherwise known as the mental hospital, otherwise known as the insane asylum, let's just go with behavioral unit, I showed my counselor my journal about everything that I had written and everything that I had experienced and people I had met and just my experience within the hospital. And she was wowed by this and told me that she encouraged me to type it out, like, into a book. And I was like, I don't know how to do that, but sure, yeah. Like, let's just type it out. That can't be that hard. Rough draft, copied exactly what I did, and then I was like, wait, I didn't talk about the drive up and how that was so impactful. I didn't talk about check-in. I didn't talk about why I was there. I didn't talk about, because obviously when you're journaling, like, your head already knows certain things, so you don't need to explain things to yourself in your journal. There was a bunch of little details that I added, and I ended up creating a book, and it's called Grippy Sock Vacation. If you know, you know, you get your grippy socks when you go there. I went there for treatment at the darkest moments of my life at 23, and when my counselor encouraged me to write down my experience during that time and write about my healing journey, and it turned into a book that I'm immensely proud of. The lesson is that even in the worst experiences in your life, you can still yield something from it. I remember thinking, like, my precious journal of just, like, my thoughts and just, like, this is me in the hospital, and, like, I don't know how to explain it. And then her telling me, like, you should share this with people was just kind of like, that's my baby. Those are my thoughts. That's, like, I don't know if I could do that. And then once I actually wrote it out and was like, whoa. And then I read it to my family and they had a similar reaction. They were like, you need to write this out. This needs to be shared with people. I just wanted to share that. I finished my book. I'm talking to a publicist right now, and we're working on editing it, and I'm very, very excited. And that is something that I will be sharing eventually, and hopefully people will want to read it and want to learn a little something about it and learn about my experience and hear about it. One of the main things that helped me throughout my stay at this hospital was I went in with a very positive mindset versus when I was 16, I was on the verge of going to the hospital, and I manipulated my parents into thinking that I was fine. I don't want to go. Like, I don't know what it is about being in high school and going to the hospital, but it's a lot more intimidating because everyone knows, and I didn't want that to be like a thing like Carly's going to, you know what I mean, versus my adult life and me being ready and not fighting my parents and actually voluntarily telling them I need more help. I need to go to this hospital. And yes, I wouldn't have got as much out of my stay if I would have went in with the negative mindset I had at 16, because I would have been like, screw this, screw that, I'm not listening to you, I'm not writing down notes, I'm not going to do my homework, I'm not going to journal about this, I'm not going to talk about this. Like, it could have been completely reversed, but I chose to do it at an age where my mind was in a place where I wanted to get the most out of it that I could.